feel like a lot of ASMR artists right now are pulling out all of their own Christmas videos, and I posted one actually yesterday where I did a ASMR in public video showing off some Christmas lights around the city, which I thought was a very fun idea. Today we're just back inside doing a boring one, I feel, but we're going to be talking about, obviously, Christmas movies, but not in just any way. We are going to put these Christmas movies in a bracket challenge. Yeah, basically like a March Madness bracket or any kind of sports bracket. We're going to put movies head to head to see which ones, at least I personally think, are better and just my favorites. Now make sure you, of course, like the video. If you do like the video, liking the video is the best thing you can do to possibly help out the channel and help out this video continue to go out to other people, I guess, you want to see it. And make sure to comment down below. And yes, you right now watching right now, comment down below your favorite Christmas movie. I don't care if you've never commented before, ever. I don't care if you commented on every video I've ever posted, ever. Make sure you comment down below your favorite Christmas movie of all time. Maybe a funny memory, your favorite moment, anything like that. We're here on my phone, and we are about to get set and ready for this little bracket Christmas movie challenge versus thingy. As you can see, we can play this in a round of 32, which, man, that's definitely a lot of movies. I think it'd be kind of cool to just skip onto the Sweet 16. Now, of course, if we did a round of 32, we have to talk about each and every movie. And maybe if we did, even if we did a minute for each and every movie, that's the first round is already like half an hour long, so we're not going to do that. We're going to skip to the Sweet 16. I'm also kind of curious to see what movies it randomly picks and generates to be in this, I guess, bracket. Hopefully they pick some good ones, but I guess we'll see if any big dogs get eliminated early in the first round. Okay, Sweet 16. Let's get started. Christmas movies. Alright, the first one they have is... Oh my god, I cannot believe I actually accurately guessed it. It's Die Hard. Die Hard. Die Hard. Or Santa Claus, the movie. Okay, so of course, throughout this little video, we're going to have a couple clips from the movies that are going to be, I guess, talked about in this video. And Die Hard, yes, if you don't know, is technically a Christmas movie. It is a movie that is set during the Christmas time. Now, is it a holiday movie? Does it have a nice Christmas warm message to be the sort of theming of it all? Absolutely not. It's a action movie that is just set during the holiday season of Christmas. A lot of people actually like to argue this actually being like a just 1000% Christmas movie, which I think is always very funny. And it's a good movie, obviously, with Bruce Willis, one of the best action movie actors, definitely back in the heydays. And Santa Claus, the movie, I don't think I've ever seen before. Now, I've seen the movie The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, and that's, you know, if it is in here, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I like that movie. Let's just leave it at that. Die Hard is a really good movie, so I'm picking Die Hard to move on, even though it's not really a Christmas movie. If we're just going movie for movie, which one I like more, I'm going for Die Hard. Next up, oh god, we have the movie Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey, or Gremlins. Oh my god, they did it again. They literally did it again with Gremlins. Gremlins. Gremlins is a monster horror, kind of like a horror comedy style of movie that is also just based around the holiday season. Is it a Christmas movie? No, it is not. Very funny, they did this back-to-back times after I just talked about it. Very ironic. It's an interesting movie. It is kind of like a horror comedy. The Gremlins obviously are these very cute little plushy alien mutant thingies. Wow, actually I have not seen the Gremlins in a very long time, but they're like monsters that if, you know, you don't really follow the rules, they turn into some very nasty, vile looking things. I think if you like get them wet or you feed them past like a certain time. I can't believe I'm doing this again for a Christmas movie tier ranking list bracket challenge, whatever you want to call this thing. I'm actually picking Gremlins to move on. Oh my god, Gremlins, that's just so wild to me. Oh god. Next tier of the Sweet 16 that we're going on, See, this is why I liked doing the Sweet 16, is because very early on in the video, we're gonna get a matchup like this. We have a matchup between the Polar Express and A Christmas Story. That is some heavy hitters for sure. This is who knows, maybe this could have been a sort of finals matchup at the very end of it all. A Christmas Story is a really good sort of Christmas classic. I think it came out quite some time ago, and it's about a boy named Ralphie who kind of just tells his Christmas story, what happened to Ralphie during this one specific Christmas that kind of altered his life in a certain way, and it's a very interesting Christmas story, let alone it just being so funny. On the flip side, you have Polar Express, which is a magical movie. That movie hits hard, emotionally, visually, sound-wise, the music. It is just nostalgic. Like, man, that movie is super popular when it comes to the holiday season, and man, that boy goes through some crazy, crazy times on that train, and I think he goes to the North Pole and meets Santa, all that stuff. No spoilers, by the way, I guess, but man, the music in that movie is one of my favorite for the Christmas movie genre. I really, really, really love A Christmas Story, and I think it would beat out a lot of other movies. It definitely would have beaten out every other movie we've talked about already, if we're talking about just pure Christmas movies. But Polar Express is that's a tough one to beat. I'm gonna be really surprised if we can find a better one than that anytime soon. That's a real heavy hitter. Oh man, now we are going to a place of just like pure, just a flip side of each other. The first movie is A Christmas Carol, like the classic Christmas Carol movie, and on the other side we have Elf. Oh boy. Yeah, A Christmas Carol. This is definitely the original, maybe one of the original A Christmas Carol movies. The one that I grew up watching was, of course, the another weirdly animated CGI'd Jim Carrey A Christmas Carol, which I actually do kind of enjoy that one. This is like the classic, you know, Scrooge A Christmas Carol. And this movie always used to freak me out as a kid, only because of the part where, like, he meets death. That part used to scare me a lot. Even the Disney version of the Christmas Carol used to freak me out, because, like, he sees the ghost and death comes, and it used to actually freak me out a pretty good amount as a kid. And on the other hand, you have Elf, which is just the ultimate comedy movie, let alone it being a good Christmas movie with a lot of great scenes and good music and a good message of Christmas and spreading holiday cheer, and instead of always being that sort of like remembering that child sort of like sort of wonder and magic that comes with Christmas, but also just being absolutely ridiculous and funny, hilarious. I pick up a new joke every year I watch this movie, and I repeat it for the entire holiday season. I already have watched this movie already a handful of times this year already, which is maybe kind of embarrassing, but I love Will Ferrell, definitely one of my favorite actors, and definitely maybe my favorite comedian of all time. This movie is great, and obviously, of course, I was just in New York City for the holiday season, so I definitely watched this movie like right after I got home from New York, and Elf is just also a very big heavy hitter. I'm really interested to see what other movies they have now. Now we're really cooking. Okay, the next round of movies for this Sweet 16 that we have Love Actually and A Charlie Brown Christmas. Interesting. Love Actually. I don't think I've ever seen this one, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I'm wondering if that's like one of those like you know, like there's like a lot of like those like holiday like romantic comedy movies where like a bunch of like random celebrities and actors are playing in it. Is that like one of those kind of movies? Because I know there's like a couple of them for like New Year's Eve and like Valentine's Day and blah blah blah. Is that what this is? Because it kind of looks like some sort of, presence of this movie while we were doing Christmas activities. And again, it's going against a movie I've never seen before, so of course, Charlie Brown, it moves on, of course. Oh, this is just some random movies. Okay, we have, A Christmas Tale versus The Night Before. Wow, these are definitely probably two different ends of the Christmas movie spectrum as well. A Christmas Tale, I have never seen before. I do not recognize any of the actors in it. I'm not sure if this is like an older movie, a little bit more of a movie that's not so well known. But I do know the movie The Night Before, and it is interesting. It's your very typical Seth Rogen, slapstick kind of comedy movie. A lot of raunchy jokes, a lot of like, oh my god, wow, this is very awkward kind of moment style of movie. Is it good though? It's good. Like it's good. It's okay. It's like, again, like a raunchy Seth Rogen comedy. Like you throw it on for background noise, or it's just kind of like those funny movies you put on with your I guess your buddies for Christmas, I guess, and you want a good laugh. Like maybe also one of the weaker sort of sides of the bracket, but hey, it made it in, and I've only seen one of them, so it sneaks on by. Maybe a Cinderella story we'll have to see with The Night Before. Funny, I love Seth Rogen. Love Seth Rogen. Oh man, this is tough. Well, first of all, this first selection has two different names. I don't know which one it is. The movie poster says Silent Night, Evil Night. I'm assuming it's like some sort of like horror Christmas movie. I have no idea. But dude, the Batman Returns. Oh my god. They're doing a Die Hard again. They're doing a movie that's based around Christmas that just happens to be not about Christmas at all, which is Batman Returns, which, man, super duper 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 underrated Batman movie. I know it's like a 5-hour long Batman movie. The story is definitely way too long, very played out, but if you are someone who loves movies and you love to just sit and have a movie play out at a pace of its own, you love this movie, and I like it. And it's not really a Christmas movie, but again, it's going up against a movie I have never seen before, and of course we're gonna have it move on because it's also just a really good movie. Bad Santa and Bad Santa 2. That is not the greatest way to, I guess, end a sort of a bracket. Now, of course, that means no Grinch, no Home Alone, no Home Alone 2. A lot of snubs not making it into the bracket, but again, I mean, of course, you guys could probably tell from maybe some previous videos, or maybe just me talking about it in my ASMR Monday night live streams, talking about my favorite Christmas movies. Just doing all of the movies could have been kind of boring and kind of get everyone's same like top 5 favorite movies that make it through, and it gets kind of stale. But I'm just gonna go with the one I've seen. I think I've seen the second one. Then again, it's all kind of a blur, but usually the first one is better than the second one anyways, so I'm picking the first one. Okay, moving on to the final 8. I'm gonna go through these a little bit quicker now that we've actually seen the movies, and oh man, okay, well, Batman might be getting another bye in this bracket, with Batman Returns going up against Bad Santa. Oh man, Batman's looking pretty good right now. Especially again, not being a true Christmas movie, but again, if we are just talking about these movies being just movies on their own, that is kind of a tough one to beat. Now, is it beatable? Of course it is. It's a good movie. It's not like one of the best movies of all time or blah blah blah. It's not even one of the best Batman movies. It's a good one though, let alone. But if it's going up against a movie like Bad Santa, even though obviously Bad Santa is more of a Christmas movie, Batman Returns is actually making it through to the final 4. No way. Ooh, and we have another I guess interesting matchup with Elf going up against The Night Before. 2 comedies, obviously one a little bit more on a far end than the other when it comes to the style of comedy. I guess you could say with The Night Before being definitely having some interesting moments in it, and of course Elf is a family household classic that is beloved by everyone. I think there's even like a children's book of Elf that was made into, like, again, a children's book. Elf, I'll watch it when it's not Christmas. When it is Christmas, it's so good. And again, I was just in New York City, and it's hitting home for me. It's pretty cool that I got to see some cool places that Buddy the Elf has been to before. That's pretty fun. And it looks like the movies that snuck in the other first rounds that are not also Christmas movies are facing off. Die Hard versus Gremlins. Ooh. Interesting. You know, if we aren't going by, Christmas movies, I do think Gremlins might be more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard. I think there's more references and more, I think, visuals of it being Christmas than in Die Hard. At least from what I can remember from the Gremlins movie. But Gremlins, I also am not the biggest fan of. I know it's kind of like a cult classic, but if I had to pick, I think I would rather watch Die Hard than Gremlins. I'm picking Gremlins. I'm picking Die Hard, that's what I meant to say. Oh, my heart. Oh, this one's pulling on my heartstrings, guys. We have a Charlie Brown's Christmas and the Polar Express. Oh my god, oh man. These are like two very nostalgic movies for me. One obviously more than the other, but one is maybe better than the other. I mean, obviously we're gonna pick one, but oh my goodness. That stuff, both these Christmas movies are very near and dear to me, at least when it comes to like the true, like, this is kind of corny, like the true meaning of Christmas, like the truest of a Christmas movie, like pure just Christmas magic. It's definitely these two movies. But man, the voice acting and the music of Polar Express, how do you beat that? Like, that is some just, it's pure magic. The voice acting in this movie is just stellar, almost perfection. Like, the characters look how they are supposed to sound, and I don't know, it doesn't really miss a beat. Is the story kind of weird? Yes. Does it make sense? Absolutely not. But it's a Christmas movie about magic and a magic train that parks in front of people's houses. Anyways, sadly, I'm picking Polar Express. First matchup of the Final Four. It's Christmas versus Christmas? Question mark. We have Die Hard versus Polar Express. Oh man, that's really, really, really funny. Actually, you can hear a train going by. You guys hear that? Maybe not. Maybe it's the Polar Express. It's here early, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we've already talked about this movie so much already, and is there really more to say? You have a movie that is an action-packed movie that is based around the Christmas holiday season, and another movie that is literally maybe the most purest of Christmas holiday movies that you can ever find, ever. Even just not even thinking about it being just a Christmas movie, just movies by themselves. I think Polar Express is tough, and Tom Hanks carries that movie up, and that means our last two movies, well, not the last two, but the last two in the Final Four are Batman Returns and Elf. Another movie that's based around Christmas, not about Christmas, and a pure holiday joy Christmas movie. Oh my goodness, guys, that is very ironic, very funny that sort of happened in that sort of manner. This is a Christmas movie bracket, and even though Batman Returns is a really solid movie, Elf is not only a really solid Christmas movie, but a really solid comedy, really solid movie alone itself also. But it's better than really solid. I think it's actually a really good one. So I have Elf. Moving on to the finale. So that means in the grand finale, the final round in a randomized 16 movie tournament, Polar Express versus Elf. Oh my god. Now these are the matchups I really wanted to see, and the Polar Express has been through some big time movie matchups in this tournament that it's been on. Elf maybe had a little bit easier of a coast into the finals, but Polar Express has definitely, made their way, rightfully so as well. Oh my goodness. hasn't been said. You know, what's really tough about these two movies is that one movie is just a witty comedy about an elf, you know, Will Ferrell running around New York City doing some crazy goofy stuff, and Polar Express is such a, like, it's almost like kind of like a complicated movie, like it has a very deeper meaning than that. And the voice acting, the animation, the music, I love Elf. I really, really, really love Elf. This movie, again, I have admitted to have watched it sometime, even not during the Christmas holiday season, because I just like it that much. Or story, I should say. It's so different, and it was definitely like a one-of-a-kind style of movie, and obviously Polar Express is as well, but just the feeling and the fun and the joy I get when I watch this movie is unmatched with almost any movie, definitely during the holiday season. There could be some that may have put it over the top, maybe Home Alone, Home Alone 2, maybe even the Santa Claus, but we haven't seen those in that bracket. We saw these two. And you know what? I'm picking Elf to be my winner chicken dinner of this bracket. Man, that is tough. That's real tough. That was it. That was a little showdown of some Christmas movies. I really hope you enjoyed this more. Just, I don't know, vibey whisper ramble. Cool. Hopefully, little video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you do, of course, like the video. Please, please, please. Like the video if you did like the video. Comment down below again your own favorite Christmas movie, maybe your favorite moment from some of your favorite Christmas movies. I would love to know that as well. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I really want to watch a Christmas movie now, and maybe I will before I go to bed. But I'll see you again in another video very,